אוקיי, היי. הפרק הזה יהיה קצת יותר אינטרסטינג, כי החליטו לעשות כמה דברים פה. אז אני אתחיל מהאחד שיצא בעצם, ואיכשהו עדיין כיף. שזה כיף, בשבילי. אז לפני Ace Attorney Investigations, נתחיל מזה. כן, הקולאב, הצליחו איכשהו לעשות קולאב בין אמונג אס ל-Ace Attorney. ועכשיו יש את הבגדים של מיילס. לא שיחקתי באמונג אס המון זמן, אבל כן, הבגדים האלה הם אשכרה די טובים. וכרגיל, אדום. צבע טוב. לצערי אני עדיין אני לא עם השיער, גם אפילו שהשיער הוא גם טוב, אבל זה לא כזה הסטייל שלי. וזה בכללי הכל, זה סוג של מיני אנאונסמנט. כזה השטג נון ספון משום כיוון. אני בחיים לא אהיה ספונסרד, אף פעם אין לי ספונסרים. כל הסרטונים שלי יהיו רק יהיו בלי פרסמות, ככה אנשים לא נדפקים. אז גם אפילו שיש קצת דיליי נראה, כי דווקא נכנסתי לפני כמה דקות בערך. הנה, נכנסתי בערך לפני דקה לפי סטים, והוא אומר, ועדיין הצלחתי לעשות לזה רדים, אז הייתי ממליץ לעשות לזה רדים כמה שיותר מהר. בשביל להשיג את זה, יש גם הרבה אפדייטים באמונג אס, אולי יש כרגע כדי שאני אחזור לזה באמת. אבל כן, בוא ניגש ל-investigations. זה בסוף ה-achievementים פה עובדים. אני מקווה שלא יהיה לי בעיה בלייב, אני סוג של מסתכל הרבה כיוונים פה. יותר מ-360 הייתי אומר. אבל קודם זה היה בסדר, אני מקווה שעכשיו זה עדיין יהיה בסדר. אז בוא ניכנס ל-investigations! בוי. פעם קודמת! סיימנו את אפיסוד 1, את טרבאוט ויזיטור. ואני אתחיל טרבאוט איירליינס. יש עוד דברים פה. אז בפרק הזה אני עומד להתחיל טרבאוט איירליינס. אבל יש כמה דברים? documentation? לא. accolades. שכחתי שזה איך שקוראים לזה. איפה זה? זה יהיה התחלה שאני לא כזה בטוח איך להתחיל. Ladders with step ladders. For looking into the true nature of ladders with step ladders. Oh! Okay, תודה רבה. Examine the ladder in an open air stage area in partner K30. Okay. The investigation 2. Examine the ladder in Delicia Scone's room. Partner Detective Bad. Okay, sure. הנה, יש את זה. Friendship of pity. For listening to Gumshoe talk in the hallway about where he thinks Jim came from in Investigations 1, episode 1. אני אעשה את זה, צ'יק צ'וק. Chapter select. Yes. אני כבר סיימתי את זה. Oh, ladder. Investigating the hallway. כי זה משהו שקשור לגמשו. אפשר לדבר עם גמשו ככה? איך זה עובד? לא, אוקיי, אני חייב לגשת על הפרטנר אופשן. Yes, sir! אוקיי, אינטרסטינג. עכשיו נעשה בדי, אם אני לא טועה. נשמע הגיוני. אני לא יכול? אני יכול רק לעשות פה זה לאבלנס, לפרופילים, שכחתי. אולי ככה? I'm just a little detective, so not sure what I should do with that other than to arrest him. Is that the only talent you have? Oh, wait. What? I'm talking to witnesses. About Miss Bird. No way she's the killer. Please don't tell me you'll buy into that accusation, sir. Rest assured, I think she's innocent. However, I need to ask her a few things regarding her security guard position. Well, if you're only asking, that's okay. Stand next to her and then okay. Okay. I recommend showing different people different things. You'll be surprised by what they say. Thank you for the explanation, though I don't recall asking for it. Oh, just so you know, so you can show me evidence in the same way too. I do believe it's time to get down to business and ask some questions on this code. Ignored again! Oh my god. Anything of interest to her? Detective Gumshoe, you look rather intrigued by something. Care to share? Oh, in there! It's nothing. But I noticed that Mr. Portsman calls his partner Jim. And the detective in that Sunday night drama, All My Cops, is named Jim, too. I bet one of them is a big fan of that show. You seem to know something about it yourself. I think you watch it too. Of course! That bond of friendship between prosecutor and detective is great, sir. It's nothing compared to the super strong relationship we have. Ho ho ho! Friendship, detective? I think you're mistaking it with pity. How can you say that, sir? And after all, we've been for two. Okay! That was that bad. Back to the title screen! a lot of options. Gallery. ועכשיו אמור להיות את ה-achievement. ייי! הנה, ואז כל זה דברים באפיסודים האחרים. אז מפה זה מתחיל. Assistant Investigations Prologue. אוקיי. בוא ניגש אשכרה למשחק. בוא ניגש יותר about airlines. לא בטוח שהיה שם את פרנסיסקה או משהו כזה, נכון? כן! זה נראה כמו פרנסיסקה וון קרמה! לא. Sorry about airlines. נראה שזה הולך למבוסס יותר על פרנסיסקה וון קרמה אומייגאד, עכשיו אני נזכר שלא עשיתי את הכל שלו הרבה זמן. בואי. שיהיה לי בהצלחה. Episode 2, Talk about airlines. The murder occurred in my office. Yatagarasu. The return of the great thief Yatagarasu. Thinking back, everything began on that fateful day 2 days ago. Two days earlier. Oh! Okay. Yes, everything began high in the air, 9,000 feet above the ground. Thank you for flying Yokohama. We're currently experiencing some slight turbulence in the air test. We are asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts. Oh. My god. משהו קרה עם אדוורף. Oh my god! 12 במרץ 613 פליי G390 First floor lounge. אוקיי. רגע, סבסתם מכם משהו? Thank you for flying. You go, you will. Okay. Hey, Miles. Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? 6:13, huh? Guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Slight turbulence indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. For your safety, we ask that you return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. Though, admittedly, I'm less than comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes. Obviously, we got a deal 6. Oh! What's this? A travel wallet? But it's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet end up in my pocket? Why won't this headache go away? I'll take care of this travel wallet later, or hand it off to an attendant. From earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator. יש מדרגות? לא, רגע, איזה מדרגות? רגע, למה יש פה מעלית? What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still but a young child. Oh my god! חזרה לטייר 6! I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. But how long am I going to let my past haunt me? It's just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave just like one. איך בכלל יכול להיות מה? What the fuck? What the? What the world has happened? Oh. Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask you please return to your seat. He's dead! Please calm down. We mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts. What's wrong? Is something happened? You murderer! No, you have it all wrong. It wasn't me. Oh my god! Miles arrested for murder again! Oh my god. Flight G390, second floor, first class. Everyone, I am sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement. I'm one of your flight attendants today. Rhoda Teneiro. Rhoda Teneiro? Rhoda Teneiro? Annie, okay, sure. Unfortunately, we have just had a minor accident on this flight. An accident? Don't just like we're stupid. I got a glimpse and it was a murder. What? A murder? What's going on with this flight? Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic.
This flight will stay on course and make its scheduled landing.
There you go.
We're still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So, until we are out of this area of turbulence, I ask you to please remain seated.
Someone was killed, right?
Wait, what about the killer? Let me up! Please, there is no need to be frightened. We have already apprehended the culprit.
I ask that everyone please remain calm.
What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm?
My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor and I assure you I am not the killer.
Ha!
Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, boy, buddy. Oh my god. Now listen, you listen here. I am not the killer. I simply found the body.
So you say, however, I am sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant.
Oh, is that right?
I know what I saw. And there's even very strong incriminating evidence to back me up.
What? What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about?
We've already alerted the proper authorities to our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the powers vested in our captain. I am very sorry, but please understand our situation.
They are set up!
Your situation?
I'm more concerned with mine and the direction it's going in. How about just sit idly by and while I get accused of murder? Miss Tenero, is it?
Yes.
I was wondering if you might give me a chance.
A chance?
To do what? A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask what you meant by incriminating evidence just now. Talk! Now! To accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him to give a proper defense. Can the professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous?
You have a point. Very well. I'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. I'm afraid you only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick.
Of course, as you wish.
Good. Very well then, let's get started.
I know for a fact I didn't kill that man in the elevator. What I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred. Oh, testimony! Okay, classic.
I swear to tell you the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain you were the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. It was you, standing there, with fresh blood dripping off of the murder weapon. So, if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land.
Edgeworth with a murder weapon? Ma? That's it? That's her evidence?
I don't think you could ask for a more perfect witness testimony. Won't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it. La yellow murder weapon! Oh, fuck. La yellow murder weapon! Oh!
Picked up
top of the floor in front of the elevator. It isn't mine, so whose is it? Only found 615 inside the elevator. Stopped at the first floor lounge. Videos, meals, movies, and other services inside. אם היא קוראת לזה המורדר weapon? זה הלוג'יק היחיד שאני יכול לחשוב עליו. מאיזושהי סיבה מטומטמת, היא קוראת ל-travel wallet המורדר weapon. אבל זה אפילו לא של אדג'וולף. Miss Tenero.
Oh, what's with the yelling all of a sudden?
Force a rabbit. Well, it doesn't matter. Miss Tenero, you say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood. Is that correct?
Yes, all that blood. Drip, drip, drip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine.
Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you.
What?
I would like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is?
It's a travel wallet, right? It looks a little big and bulky.
The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Miss Tenero.
What? Impossible!
Now then, do you still think I'm the killer? That I killed him with a travel wallet?
No, but I saw blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did.
As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you would be so kind as to take a whiff, I think you're the great. It's only grape juice. Oh boy.
Ah, then.
That's right. You mistook grape juice for blood. That murder weapon dripping with blood does not, in fact, exist.
No!
There. That should clear up that pesky accusation. Oh.
Wait just a sec. That is... I mean, even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy.
אז למה שמה יש בעצם את grape juice?
I demand that you show me what's inside, please.
She's trembling and tacked on please at the end. Sounds like I've got her. There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance that it's light.
No, I can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of the wallet for myself.
She's a persistent one. I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside. Mr. Nero, if you would be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me.
Alright. I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Republic of Virginia. Amacomo Bapolo Justice. Oh boy, here we go again. It seems that this passport is all that's in here. As you saw, there's nothing but a passport inside. This renders your wallet was the murder weapon argument moot. Wouldn't you agree?
Please hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it now?
Well, I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly?
Hello?
Can I take a look?
Why not? I'm rather curious myself. Oh! זה נראה אותו אחד זה נראה הוא. זה הוא. This is type P. So name Hicks. Give a name. Akbe? National Republic of Nigeria 6M signatures. מה זאת אומרת type P? אבל אם אני מבין את זה נכון? Akbe Hicks? זה השם? This is...
Just as I thought. This travel wallet belongs to Mr. Akbe Hicks, which makes it the victim's property.
Okay.
You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you?
Ah! How dare you!
You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you.
כי הוא רצה להחזיר את זה, for fuck's sakes.
Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for the murder weapon. But it seems I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is.
הוא נתן לקח את זה לפני 3 דקות.
As you claimed, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. It's quite hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you?
לא היה בזה כלום.
So, even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me. I see. You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play?
My god. The murder weapon is not the travel wallet. It is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done. It's hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. מה השעה עכשיו? במשחק. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you? Well, I found 650. Oh, found 650. Oh! זה simple! כל הכסף היה בתוך המעלית! והוא רק פתח את המעלית!
Objection!
I wonder if I might get a word in, Miss Tenero. What is it now?
Miss Tenero, I wonder if you noticed a contradiction within your own testimony.
What are you talking about?
It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. How about the scene that proves that the motive for the murder was not the money? כל הכסף שמפוזר?
Take that!
If I may direct your attention to the things strewn all over the floor. Ah! That's right. The floor is covered in bills and coinage. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after.
Ah,
I think we can assume that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with his killer. And I would think that the killer would have noticed something like money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money.
but the wallet.
Objection!
Why Arek?
Ah, yes, the wallet.
You will also recall that the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks' passport. Ah. If you are really insisting that the crime was based on greed, then you're claiming that it was all for an empty travel wallet.
Forgive me, please.
Okay, so hey, what the heck? Are you saying that sentence wrong?
That guy isn't the killer. Ah, I believe it, everyone. It's a trick.
Will you all please be quiet? Mr. Nero,
Yes.
you lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus, the lounge was dark, and looking into the light from the elevator. It's easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought that I was the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you for releasing me. Finally. No. Okay, is that gibberish? What is it now? רגע! זה מבורג'יניה! זה אותו טקסט של הפאור ג'סטיס! Mr. Nero, if you could please translate, I'll be much obliged.
It sounds like Virginian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who...
מה אני אעשה בשבילו?
I said that he's giving the runabout. I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just well. See? You, the attendant. Yes, sir. I want this person to be under arrest and will arrive at the airport.
The fuck? I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for?
What is it you want? I am finished talking to the likes of you.
Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land.
You, how dare you try to waste my time?
You were the one who stuck your nose into my affairs.
I wanted to spend even at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I see through you. Insolvent. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it in English.
Well, I should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you meant. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. Oh my god.
I am Zinkla Blanc the second. I am a very wealthy man in Double Virginia. But I'm not an ordinary rich man. I'm an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty.
רגע אחד. יש לו פסל! או משהו שנראה כמו פסל. Suspicious? Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now?
Pardon? When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout? I have to explain. Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. You don't have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say.
Yes, and yet you continue to blare on.
I saw it. Yes, I did. I saw the victim go into the elevator. Going down into the lodge. Was exactly at 6 o'clock.
אוקיי, מ-6 עד 6:15. Interesting. ואם הוא היה out, אז רוב הסיכויים time of death הוא 6:05.
And what's the significance of that time?
At 6, he says. Wait, you saw him at 6?
Oh, what's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? He understands, I see. Miss Attendant, what time did you discover the body? Well, it was a little after the patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:50. Ah,
Hicks was his name, was it? Now I say that man Hicks was killed in a 15-minute time span. And the only person in the lounge at that time was the prosecutor, yes?
אבל הוא נפל. מ-6:03 עד 6:13, כלומר 10 דקות. אז היה דיסקאברי ב-6:15. אינטרסטינג. אז משהו קורה בעצם בטיימספן של 3 דקות. כי אם אני לא טועה, הוא התעורר ב-6:13. Yeah, I was amazed the whole time. Me too. I was watching the movie and enjoying a fine glass of grape juice.
I was still eating, still haven't finished, see? The other passengers have an alibi. So you have no problem with them, I suppose.
זה משהו שקורה בטיימספן של 3 דקות.
No complaint, I see. Not a single word against this, right?
I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point. But it wasn't me.
Oh, so you say. But do you have, you say, the evidence?
Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all?
No! Mr. LeBlanc, I suppose you are quite certain in what you saw. Enough to give testimony.
Of course! I was looking at that man the whole time. I was playing with that annoyingly small machine the whole time.
Machine?
Yes, that's what you people call it in English, yes? That was making me crazy with the click, click, click.
From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer.
I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say that I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself.
Simple cell phone? A laptop or organizer, I can see. But that's kind of low budget.
I had that noisy little machine in his hand. Not a fragment of beauty. All it produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw.
Miss De Niro?
Yes?
I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene.
What? You want to examine the crime scene?
If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I could produce the real culprit.
I don't like the sound of that. Fox in the duck pen. Yes, I think that's how you say it in English.
It's Fox guarding the hen house. And I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Stenera, if you wait here until we arrive, there's a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then.
I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say.
Ha! It should not be approved.
Please, Mr. LeBlanc. In an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now please wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back.
You're not planning to raise evidence when you're doing your investigation, yes?
Of course not.
Ha! We will see.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene.
יופי!
What? Unbelievable!
I am in your debt, Mr. Nero.
However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that?
Of course. I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural as I am still a suspect in this case.
I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this is reassurance, though, that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you would need my help with anything, please feel free to use P to talk.
Oh my god. It's time to head to the scene of the crime. The first floor lounge. אז המקום הזה הוא די יוס... או! הכל טוב גברתי? Excuse me, but may I have a word with you? You there!
If you need something, please ask Miss Rhoda over there, okay?
What the? Hey, wake up, you!
I'm terribly sorry that she's being so rude, Mr. Edgeworth.
No need for you to apologize. I just find it hard to believe she's asleep on the job. If I were her boss, I would see to it that her salary was cut so low that it was in the red. Okay. Shall I get the money, does?
In order to preserve the crime scene for the elevator is done in service.
God damn it!
To get to the first floor lounge, we should take the stairs.
Up the stairs! Oh! Oh. That was fast. I want to thank you for your help back there, Mr. Nero.
It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota.
I see. I will bear that in mind.
I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that. We reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you're not making progress. And when we do, he asks you to please return to your seat at that time.
So my time runs out, and at his and his crew's discretion, doesn't it? I have to find a way to describe Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board?
I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a first search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes and first class without a staff keycard. And we found no record of a keycard being used at all.
Which means that I have a first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near this scene since the murder was discovered either. Okay. Now then, let's get started.
But where should we start from?
Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 and 6:15. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means the killer was around somewhere. Okay.
If we are to believe what you say is true, then yes.
The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. אני אומר להתחיל בוא נתחיל מפה. אני לא יכול. הנה. This toppled over chair, yet another victim of the turbulence.
Ah! No! Look at all the grapes juice staining the back! It may not look it, but this chair is extremely valuable.
It was?
Yes, it was used when the Rocker Pals came to tour our display. The Rocker Pals leader sat in this very chair.
I'm sorry, but what are these rocker pals?
I can't believe you've never heard of them. They're all the rage. The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band. They added the Pals part to become more as they became more popular, especially among teens.
Ah, that explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get. Okay. בוא נתחיל מבקבוקים שבורים ובקבוק... נכון. בקבוק זכוכית שלא נשבר. These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There's quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area.
Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it does not clear up any suspicions I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name. These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds tell me nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're talking to the clouds.
Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation.
They tell me nothing. Oh my god. This is that. There are a few copies of Sky magazine in the magazine rack.
This was special on an English trivia quiz.
That's not a bad idea. I've heard that the youth of today don't know a particle from a particle from a participle. מה זה participle?
No, please don't go around confusing people with made-up words, Mr. Edgeworth. Who's ever heard of such a silly word as participle?
Case in point. אוקיי. מה יש לי? רק אחד, אז זה לא אומר לי כלום. יש פה משהו סגול. אבל איזה קשור זה פגע בעצם? There was some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence.
Oh, we must clean that up or someone might get hurt.
Aha!
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
יש בעצם צעדים שהולכים בעצם לכיוון השער. I found some very important evidence. What is the important evidence in this scene? הצעדים.
Take that!
What is it?
They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree they're a set of footprints.
So you think?
Yes, these belong to our killer.
Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class.
I don't think that will be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which make it harder to get a definitive match.
Oh, I see.
But if Shadow said logic! לא evidence. logic. Where was the killer? Spell your, I love it. מה לעשות את זה? לא? אוקיי. אולי אני קצת מוקדם מדי זז עם לוג'יק. ככה אז נותר רק השאר.
The in-flight shop is just beyond these shutters. But we do not have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed.
There must be clues to be found in this lounge. I must remain ever vigilant. ליטרלי זה הדבר הזה! זה השאר! זה לאן הקיר הנעלם! Oh my god. What floors does this elevator service?
Only the first and second, although I can also go down to the cargo hold. Our letter requires a flight crew keycard.
So, only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second. Oh. Okay. בוא נתחיל מהפסל. What is this sinister-looking figure on the floor here?
Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Ugo. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition, and it's so popular that we're down to our last one.
You have an in-flight shop?
Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shop to the store is closed at the moment,
בדקתי את זה כבר.
but it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks's body was discovered.
Could this have been the murder weapon? Okay. בואו נדבר על זה שהשאלרס קיימים. Money is spawned all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks's wallet at some point. וואו, זה אשכרה כל הדברים האלה. מה זה? I wonder what was hanging off of his lanyard. Something is missing from this picture. Now if I could just finger it, I could put my finger on it. Something's missing from the picture. Oh! I doubt anyone was expecting to find that body in the elevator of this flight.
So, Mr. Hicks is really dead?
Yes. She's trembling, although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes.
I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's some blood on the back of Mr. Hicks's head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. Blood force trauma, Ken's obvious. Logic! Even his glasses are broken. נראה לי אני יכול עכשיו לעשות לוג'יק. תלוי מה זה אומר לי על המרדר ופן, אני די בטוח שאני יכול לעשות פה לוג'יק. אומייגאד, לא ראיתי כזה הרבה. The blood only is still fresh. Could this be the murder weapon? אם זה המרדר ופן, אז זה בגלל ה-blood force trauma. ה-blood force trauma קיים עם המרדר weapon. יופי! A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, I think I figured something out.
Yes? What is it?
The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head.
Well, aren't we deserving of the Master of the Obvious title?
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Do you think that's worth investigating?
It will appear that this figurine is our murder weapon.
Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection.
Perhaps Master of the Obvious will be more befitting. Okay. Shows the evidence. Oh. Where's Marshall?
There's something sticking out of his pocket.
Oh, but you won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture.
It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere.
Oh! Oh, a telephone!
Okay.
הטלפון זה מה שנעלם!
It's somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold.
התמונה! כי זה ה-contradiction!
Eureka!
Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found.
His machine?
His cell phone, Mr. Nero.
Ah, so I guess because it's not here.
Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it. Yuffie! Oh. Oh! Oh my god, I חשבתי על זה. There's no grape juice residue on the soles of his shoes, making it highly unlikely that it was Mr. Hicks entered the elevator after the turbulence. כן, כי פה יש את הצעדים שהולכים לחנות. כמו שאתה רוצה את זה. What or who is this?
This is the bronze statue of the founder of Go You Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes. The one on the left is when he was in his 40s, and the other is of him in his 80s.
Did the man age at all over those 4 decades? Maybe I need to squint more. Okay. A pity that a bronze statue knows not when good drink has been spilled at its feet.
This is the statue of our friend Mr. Hugo Hughes, who was a big fan of grape juice. I'm sure he would be thrilled if he knew so much grape juice was here at his feet.
Is there a hint of hero worshipping at that? יכול לעשות לוג'יק למשהו? אולי אני הייתי צריך לדעת שהצעדים האלה לא יכולים להיות של הוויקטים, אז אני יכול לעשות את זה עכשיו. עדיין לא. זה נראה כל כך obvious! Oh.
This grand piano is the pride of this plane. It can play the music of whatever CD wins out into its CD drive.
Ah! That's not a piano. It's more like an overgrown music box.
Ah, but the keys, they press along with the music, as though there really is someone playing it.
Some people have thoroughly too much money to waste on overly complex toys. Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, they don't quite say it. Oh.
This door leads to the flight attendant's room. But please understand that was off limits to unauthorized personnel.
The room is giving me the scent of much perfume. I would think that perfume would smell great. However, to me it simply smells. I don't have any interest in what lies behind this door.
Perhaps we should return to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth?
Sorry, I spaced out for a second there. Brown Miles! Okay. Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence.
In a while I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off.
I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would know, since I was like unconscious for most of it. Okay. City to call. A city call. אז זה חייב להיות משהו בלוג'יק. עד כמה מהר נפתח המעלית? אולי אני יכול לעשות קונקשן ככה? לא. לא, לא, לא אוטופליי! Victim's glasses were broken. Were they broken during the murder? Now some spilling just in the floor in front of the elevator. What clues point to where the killer could have been? The victim's body was found inside an elevator that's floor 1 with floor 2. Glasses to show the victim? Okay, I'm sure the victim. דבר אחד שקשור זה הגלאסס והמעלית, אבל... זה כאילו obvious בשביל obvious sake. זה obvious בשביל obvious sake, זה לא נותן לי new information. זה obvious sake. לא, ידעתי. זה obvious sake. זה חייב להיות לוג'יק. זה חייב להיות קשור ללוג'יק. The victim supposedly has one, but it has gone missing. Did the killer take it? Would you like this one? Oh! Infection! There is some blood on one of the corners. Could this piggy bank be the murder weapon? Yes! Seems there's passwords, all that's in here. Oh! There's no money whatsoever inside this travel wallet. מה זה רלוונטי? Oh, God. What's this? This is the club above your seat, and the flight attendant will be with you shortly. Meals will serve us at the time shown, but mushroom drinks will be served. Are you in need of assistance? Even if you show that to me, I still cannot allow you allow you free reign. I'm sorry, but I must admit I still have my doubts about you. Guilty until proven innocent, I see. Victim was seated in the first class by plane, so go your airlines at flight and then in charge of taking care of first class. From an European Republic of Virginia, says he's a wealthy art dealer, cat obsessed. Where'd you shiver die? Oh my god. Have a logic. Victim of 100% fine ever, and I have flow 1, flow 2. אין שום סיכוי שזה Where was the killer elevator? אין שום סיכוי שזה נכון. כי זה stupid. אתה פאקינג צוחק עליי. True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story. Oh my god. נראה לי עכשיו הבנתי מה קורה פה. זה תכניס אותי ללוג'יק. Elevator with Hicks with spilled juice. If I could only prove that the killers rode, then the killer rode the elevator with Hicks. Broken glasses or what? לא יודע לי עכשיו זה 50-50. משום מה? לא. אוקיי. אז זה היה... היה שמה. אוקיי, פה חוזר. אוקיי, חזרתי. מצטער שלקח לי יותר מדי זמן. לא, פרטנר, לא. לא, ג'ק. זה ה-50-50 היחיד שנותר לי. אוקיי. הייתי צריך ללכת לזה. I have it.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder.
What? Really?
Yes, it's rather simple actually.
The proof is in the pudding.
Or rather, the grape juice in this case. These footsteps here confess to me this very fact. That someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person.
But can't the footprints be for Mr. Hicks himself?
No. But if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless.
Which means...
Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. Yofi. Oh my god. What's going on over there? A Blanc? Oh! Oh my god.
Unforgivable! This is unforgivable! Do you understand what I'm saying? The movie is late. It is the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late.
But the movie...
What? I will not talk to you anymore. You're just wasting my time.
What is the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? If there is no emergency, please return to your seat, sir.
You're not telling me what to do. I will not to sit down. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you are innocent yet?
Ken. If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now.
What? Nonsense. Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken?
לא mistaken, פשוט לא 100% correct. Not mistaken, merely that there is room for doubt. כן, תודה רבה. I would be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more.
Fine. Sit yourself.
My god.
I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to 6 and the 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lodge, yes? And you, the only person in the lodge at that time, must be the criminal.
אני לא only person.
Mr. LeBlanc's conclusions seem to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at the supposed time of murder was me.
So, my eyewitness testimony. If you think you can destroy it, then come, let me see. Harry, do I look like a man was having the time to wait for you?
חיכית מספיק זמן מדי שהייתי אוף קאם.
Why is he so irritated? I'm the one accused of murder here. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's account somehow, and fast.
Carl. The only person at the lounge? The only person at the lounge? עכשיו לא. I'm gonna sell up percent. Fell down the turbulence. Looks like footprint of something being dragged. Okay.
Objection!
אוקיי, אני לא יכול לעשות את זה ישר. אבל זה הלוג'יק. אין לי דף שני חוץ מפרופילים. 28, 24, 62. עד עכשיו אני מופתע על הגיל שלו. אולי פס? That is the most mistaken way of thinking I've ever heard of.
No, your silly opinion is what is mistaken.
Please calm down, the both of you. In a sense, you are both mistaken. Oh, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black, then I don't know what is.
Somebody has a lot of confidence in his testimony. If push comes to shove, I may need to press him for more information. Okay, wow!
Hold it!
Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look at the inside of the elevator at that time?
Of course, I saw what was inside.
And you were sure that the victim was in the elevator alone?
Yes, the only person inside was that Mr. Hicksman.
This I suppose is a bit too important to let go. Hey, עכשיו.
The only person inside was that Mr. Hicksman.
לעכשיו לעשות present לאבידנס. זה אפילו שהייתי אומר, הלוג'יקו יותר הגיוני, אבל... יופי. Mr. LeBlanc.
What is it?
There's a very glaring contradiction in your testimony.
What do you mean?
Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. אוקיי, שנייה, אני אגביר את זה. אני אגביר אצלי. לא זה קצת יותר? לא עוזר. וזה על מקסט ווליום, are you kidding me? Oh my god. Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There, at the spilled grape juice.
Yes, and well, you admit you also spilled it with the blood?
No, it spilled itself there in turbulence. But the interesting thing here is the set of grape juice footprints.
The footprints?
Yes, the ones that led from within the elevator out into the lodge itself. It's the evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive. There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth? Yeah.
Gibberish nonsense וכל הדבר.
Okay, I'll say it. Can you please translate for us? Oh, what the? Oh my god.
No way, that's totally impossible. I guess is what he said.
No way, that is totally impossible. I know there is no other person in there. I saw with my own eyes.
מה לעזאזל יש איתה?
If you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us.
I suppose she's right. It doesn't seem to be lying. אני חשבתי פשוט יצא מהלודג' וזה הכל, פשוט מי שהיה שם, הרוצח, היה כבר בתוך הלודג' ואז אחר כך יצא בעזרת הגיפט מרצ'נדייס. עד שאדג'וורף התעורר. But then, what does it mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc, please, just once more, Will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me? What's the punch then?
I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time over and over again. I put the phone with my eyes when he passed me. And I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear there was no one else inside. No one!
Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down.
What? Dare you to have an issue with my eyewitness testimony?
No. Please forget I said anything.
Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. But I can't let his testimony stand as the truth. יש סיכונים שמישהו בא בלונג' ואז אחר כך יצא? נכנס מהגיפט שופ, רצח את הבן אדם, אחר כך היה את הטרבולנס, ואז יצא מכיוון הגיפט שופ. וככה יש את הדם. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I was very upset with Mr. Hicks passed by seat. I was also checking the time over and over again. I put the phone that made with my eyes when he passed me by. And I saw clearly to the elevator when he was entering. But I swear there was no one inside, no one. זה נגש מעניין.
Hold it!
Why were you so attentive to the time?
Because something unforgivable was happening.
Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier.
I was giving a complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time. Turn back to me my time. Turn back to me my time and money. You understand the point?
Movie? Is he talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? A movie? Okay. Interesting. אבל זה נשמע כאילו זה לא התחיל. השאלה אם הטיים זונס נדפקו איכשהו. גם אפילו שזה אומר בעצם ש... all times shown correspond to our departure time zone. אולי הטיים זון השתנה ממשהו? The summary of the plot and its start time. Interesting. כן, זה מה שאני רק בדקתי.
It was supposed to show a license to love, laugh, meme, and murder. Can't see that movie in my country. You can only see it on international flights. I look forward greatly to that movie. I took my pocket watch whenever possible so I would not miss it. I returned my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board. So my watch is not wrong, it matched the schedule. But the movie was still late. Very, very late.
Hold it!
Your pocket watch? I'd like to ask you a little more about it, if that's alright.
The movie I wanted to see would not start, so I checked my pocket watch many times. My watch is set on destination's time. I was set when I board the plane.
Interesting. אין לי כלום. זה חייב להיות דגש בגלל time. חייב להיות דגש בגלל time.
Hold it!
You're sure about what you just testified, Mr. LeBlanc?
Yes, of course. I'm a very busy man. I am immediately busy when I land. I have many places to go and no time to watch. The waste adjusting my pocket watch.
I see. That was a very valuable statement you just made.
Let out of me all you want, but you will not get 1 cent out of me.
That's alright. All I require is this piece of testimony.
זה חייב להיות דגש על הזמן. אם כך, אז מה שרלוונטי זה בעצם accordingly. We should correspond the time zone.
Objection!
Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony.
כן.
Now, if your watch has been set to our destination's time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination.
Yes, and the correct time is worth its 6 cents.
I would like you to take a look at this.
I correspond the time.
If you believe the Sky magazine, clocks on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Mr. Tenero, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now? Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point. That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Zhengfa.
מה? זה אמור להיות משהו כמו סין?
But then to readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now we're still running on Virginian time.
What?
Time difference between Virginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule. Further, with your analog watch set to our destination time, you appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks.
Oh my god! וזה הכל!
It also changes everything about your testimony.
במקום שזה עכשיו יהיה 5 דקות, בערך 5 דקות, זה יהיה עכשיו 3 שעות.
Then you can bet 1 million cents on that. In light of this information, it means that you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m.
I want 1 million cents.
Oh boy!
This should clear up all of the remaining accusations. So this basically widens the time frame of for the time of death, right?
כן, בדיוק. ההבדל של 3 שעות זה משמעותי פה.
Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim enter the elevator at 3 a.m.
It means the time of death could be anywhere from 3
to 6:15. The question now is where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time and what was he doing? Oh, בטח שזה זאתי. I've got something to say. And you are?
כן.
Yeah. I'm Cammy Melly. I'm a flight attendant.
Okay. Melee? What the fuck you say the name?
Mel?
אני פשוט אגיד מלא. קאמי מלא. Sure.
And what is it you wish to say? Well, I think your story is a little different from how I remember it.
What do you mean, Cammy?
I see Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know.
What? How can you be so sure of the time?
Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point.
Oh. This flight will be making a brief stop to refuel and transfer cargo in the Republic of Zengfa. Between 4 and 5 a.m., we asked that all passengers remain on board at the time. Thank you for the accomplishment. Oh, the stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer in Zengfa, correct?
Yes, it was from 4 to 5 a.m. according to our clocks.
And during that time, did any of the passengers leave or did any new ones board this flight?
No, not a single person got off or on in Zengfa.
What about the flight crew? Oh my god.
The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off. But eventually everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane.
So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind. Okay.
Yeah, now answer this call. I can tell you. Mr. Akby Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m.
Okay. Alright. Then what puts the time... That puts the time of the medal between 5 and 6:15.
Okay, now, what time did you come down to the lodge, Mr. Edgeworth?
I remember coming down here as soon as we left the Republic of Zengfa.
Ah! You were here the whole time from 5, yes! Then you're the only one who could be the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth? Were you really here in the lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onward?
Oh my god! Unfortunately, yes.
But then, how do we explain the footprints?
It's not that obvious. This man waited for Mr. Hicks here in this lounge, waited to kill him. And then he put the corpse into the elevator. That is when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness testimony may not have been mistaken. But what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on the second floor does not matter. Because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge.
Everything happened in this lounge? Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc?
Do you have another idea?
I simply feel there is something out of place in the scenario you presented. Is something I can tie this crime to a location other than the lounge? Access the pin. Telephone. A telephone. A person. Okay. אני די בטוח שזה הטלפון.
Take that!
Oh my god. כזה רחוק. אוקיי. אני אעשה עכשיו סייב, לא אצטרך לדאוג על האבדנס.
Obvious, this man waited for Mr. Hicks here in this lounge, waited to kill him. Then he put the corpse into the elevator. That is when the turbulence happened. Because the entire incident concluded here in this very lounge.
Everything happened in this lounge.
Is that what you believe? Do you have any other idea? I simply feel that there's something out of place in the scenario presented.
בוא נראה את זה.
There's no way for Mr. Hicks here in this lounge waiting to kill him, and then he put the corpse into the elevator. That is when the turbulence happened. My eyewitness may be wrong, by the time... What time he entered the second floor does not matter, because the entire incident concluded in the lounge. הכסף הייתי אומר. זה לא היה בלאג', זה היה יותר מדויק במעלית. אם כבר, ואין שום דם אחר חוץ ממנו. זה אולי קומסי נוטס?
Take that!
נופ. אני אעשה פה סייב.
Just something that described to a location other than the lounge.
Transfer cargo. אז אחר כך הוא היה בחמש שזה קארגו, לא רלוונטי.
הפסל? משום מה?
וואלט. וואלט היה בלאג'. אבל הפסל היה במעלית.
Take that!
הנה, הפסל!
The murder weapon. This slow piggy bank is sold at the in-flight shop. It is sold there and only there, and is not displayed here in this lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious?
Such a trivial point. The only means you prepared it. Taking it from the shop first before coming here. It doesn't prove you're innocent at all.
Is there no way to win with this man? Oh.
If I may,
Why is it?
you see, it's just as Mr. Edward says.
No. And why do you know this so well?
Well, it's just that the piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.
Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right.
You were in the shop just before the turbulence.
Yes, I was. Come to think of it, Mr. Nero, when I found the body, I believe you came out of that door. Yes, I did. And what is beyond that door? And what is beyond that door? That's the flight attendant's room.
Then you were on the first floor.
Yes. I had to do something at the shop and in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first, and then the flight attendant's room. Are you saying you passed by me at some point? Yes. You seemed really into the issue of Sky Magazine. Into the issue of Sky Magazine you were reading at the time. But then suppose you noticed me walking by. I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was. Anyway, the piggyback was definitely there at the shop when I went there.
Why did you go to the shop in the first place?
I went there for work-related matter.
Work, you say?
Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities.
Why did you not say anything about that until now is what I want to know.
In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well. Shall we head over there then? Oh. What is it now? Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop? No, I haven't forgotten. But I've already asked him for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're alright.
Huh? That's weird.
What is?
Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said I didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all.
Oh! Interesting! What's the meaning of this, Mr. Tenero?
It means she's lying. Go on, admit that you are. You said you had permission to search all over, but you don't. And yet here you are.
You flight attendant! What are you trying to do? Put the sheep over us?
The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I got the permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
שהלכה! שהלכה!
Mr. Nero, why would you do such a thing? Please excuse me. Looks like I get to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth. If you would follow me, I will be your guide from now on. There's something about Mr. Nero that has piqued my interest. But right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority. Okay, אז אפשר ללכת לפה. הנה. 50% off sale.
אוקיי. 832. First floor in-flight shop.
So, this is the in-flight shop. It's quite a mess in here. You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then.
Hold on! We can't clean up a potential crime scene.
Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much. I mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. Okay. There is a very good chance that the killer had paid
this place a visit. Okay. Investigation's time. Yes, the glass from this display case's door is shattered all over the floor. And it looks like there's nothing on display inside either. Wait, actually, I think there is something. What's this? A mini captain's hat? Okay. There's the bubota האלה. There are all kinds of luxury main brand merchandise on sale for in this display case. And you're lined up in such a manner as to scream "buy me" to any passers-by. Stuffed toys, just like the one Miss Melly is holding, are on display here. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly.
How about Miss Edgeworth? You know you want one too. They're great for when you're stressed.
I do envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that. Okay. Put the couch. שזה. יש פה דברים לסייל, פה יש עוד סיילים. יש אותך. Oh! Okay. Beautiful flowers in a beautiful arrangement. I feel cleansed just by looking at them. Well, you're kind of stepping on a few of them, you know, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, excuse me. I don't know much about the shop, but you can still ask me about whatever. So, what do you think about what has happened regarding this case?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I think you're the killer though, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can assure you that I am here in this shop to prove just the opposite. ויהיה לך לשאול.
It was me that got you the permission to look around, you know. Oh, don't forget that, okay?
That of. How am I supposed to think it properly if you insist on falling asleep?
Well, you know what's really show your things? What would really show your things? You see that item for sale over there?
Sorry, but you're going to have to make do with my words of appreciation. איך לעשות פרזנט למשהו? Inside this display case, there's a row of lifesavers and life vests for sale.
We sell a lot of those when there's some kind of accident or something.
זה אמור להיות בחינם, what the fuck?
And some people that buy them even when nothing's going on. I'll buy, Mr. Edgeworth. Care to buy one?
I sense that this shop is one shopper away from being sued. Oh my god! Oh, זה עשיתי. רק את זה, בטח. I've seen one of those before. Captain's hats. יכול ללכת? לא, לא יכול לעשות. רציתי לברר את הפסלים. אבל אם זה אמור להיות אוגו, אז הגיוני שהקפטנס האט יתאים. כן, הנה. That probably was used on the piggy pink's head. Let's give it a go and see. I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case. Oh, you think? Does this mean that the killer broke glass to get at it? Again. Really? Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in the shop. Well, I don't. Miss Roria's in charge of this place. Oh, come on. How should I know anything? Since the further inspection of this display case is needed. Oh! It's incorrect spot. Yes, potential contradiction of the facts. Well, gosh, and Cobra must have shared the display case glass to take it. The glass on this door is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke it in order to take the piggy bank. It's a bit odd that the inside of the case is so devoid of glass shards. Was the glass blocked? Ah! Plastic was blocked rather cleanly.
No!
What is it?
I touched the glass and it cut my finger! It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth! It hurts!
Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own. And glass with name! רק ככה עכשיו הרבה יותר יפה, כי דפקו את הצורה של rotating evidence. אני לא רואה פה. אין גלאס בפנים, זה הדגש. This is not connected to any of the evidence I hold. למה לא? קח מזה. אפשר ללכת למטה יותר? לא, אין אופציה של למטה. Oh. Is this the same man as the one portrayed by the statues around the elevator? Yeah, it's the paperweight of the founder of Go Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes. On the bottom shelf we have the cute one, the middle shelf is the realistic one. On the top shelf, that's the floral version. Floral? Are you sure about that? Let me guess. You just said the first thing that came to your mind, right? Right. It's like I feel a bullseye. אז אם פה אמור להיות הפסל, למה כאן שבור? There's definitely something very unusual about this. About why? If the killer had broken the glass to get at the Captain Ugo bunk, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it would be like that. However, there is not a single piece of glass inside the display case. Nope. No, there isn't. Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass. Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor.
willing to bet that this hat was knocked off his head at that time, too. That's nice. Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Captain Uga Bank from here after the turbulence. Oh! Okay. Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Millie, and listen when I'm talking. But the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon. Oh, you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake? Yes, at this point, that is a very real possibility. But then what if when the killer went to take Captain Ugo, they broke the glass by accident? The display case is locked, so that's highly unlikely. Yeah, but there's one person who could have. Oh? And who would that be? Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to everything. Miss Rhoda, huh? Okay. Oh! משהו מטורף! מה אם עכשיו אפשר להגיד שבגלל הטרבולנס? הגלאסס נשברו. זה יהיה מטומטם, אבל וואטאבר. לא, אוקיי. זה היה ניסיון. טוב, לפחות זה אומר שאין שום דבר בלוג'יק. סיימתי פה. I already checked this area earlier, but I never heard to take a look at anything. Oh. Go Your Airlines related books line the shelf. The history of Go Your Airlines. The future of Go Your Airlines. The 7 wonders of Go You. Fly on Go Your Airlines. Working name Go Your Airlines. You Go You. The titles make it very clear that they won't be making the top sellers list anytime soon. בכל דבר שאני סיימתי פה, basically. Oh! I got my finger on those bad pieces of glass. Don't blame the glass for something you did to yourself. Just be more careful. Same to you. You're the one walking all over broken glass. You sure you're okay? I'm fine. Any glass I walk on, I crush. Like this. That's nice. Hey, be careful around the display case, okay? I wouldn't want you to get hurt. Compared to the glass around my feet, the inside of the case is nothing to be afraid of. After all, no glass fragments appear to have ended up inside. Then I guess you can even tidy up the case, right? Perish the thought. Actually, I shot it a review. Like I said earlier, I was the one answering people's calls while we were refueling in Zhengfa. And Mr. Hicks was in his seat at that time. What time was that again? He called at around 5 AM. You were at Jersey around then too, you know? I do recall people calling for service at around that time. Even if this turns out to be a waste of time, I must stand firm. I just know there is a vile clerk too waiting me in this shop. Miss Rhoda said that this piggy bank was in this shop, right? Don't you find her a tiny bit suspicious? I don't think I can say either way yet. There's not enough evidence to convince me that she was lying about anything back there. Are you sure about that? What are these? Oh, those are our company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out of the door. That's how popular they are. Should buy one and see how you like it. You won't regret it. Perhaps that's how things work on this flight. But in the real world, you try, then buy. Oh hey. But either way, it doesn't really matter. True, either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they've boarded a plane? Anyway, see that? So called the Captain You Go Ahead spinning there. Cute company mascot, isn't he? They're paying on with a lot of care. Doesn't he look like he's about to jump out of you? Is certainly making something jump inside my stomach. I guess there's no fooling your refined tastes. You look like you really wanted to get one. I thought I was going to finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it. I'm glad that's done though. Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay? But I never showed any interests in it to begin with. It is really pretty horrible, isn't it? You want to know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda. Miss De Niro designed this? Yeah, it was a company-wide contest. Well, it does have a very sharp design sense. Sharp? Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe? I really have no idea why the bigwigs decided to go with it. So, bleh. Miss De Niro designed this, did she? It's definitely not what I would have expected. Oh! Ah! You okay? I'm fine. Please watch yourself, Miss Millie. Bringing a suitcase very well around has got to be a safety violation. Oh! Here, I'll put it back. יש לי ניחוש! זה עשה מס בשופ, אבל הסוטקייס איכשהו אמורים להיות רגילים מתי שהם לא אמורים להיות. יופי. Yes, there is definitely something wrong here. What's with the sudden yelling? Tell me, Miss Honey, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases? Oh, well, sure. It only is strange that the color and the such. That's not what I'm talking about. Now, pay attention. You're scaring me, Mr. Hedgehog. Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper. Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? I guess they take after their creator. Again, that's about it, Miss Millie. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind. I'll try to find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Upon closer inspection, they really are quite hideous. I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted if she had heard what you just said. Shut up. What's wrong? She makes a good point. It would be wise of me to watch what I say out loud. What's this? Yes, but it's a thing that's not quite right. What is so unusual about this suitcase? About this suitcase? How else to deduce? Oh! אחד מוחזק במקום, ואחד לא.
Take that!
This is what's so odd. אוקיי, לא. My god, איך אני רוצה את כל הלוג'יק הזה all over again! אולי באמת... Oh! Thank you, Bob! There's something very peculiar about these wheels. Huh? As in... As in... There are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, no one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying. And... And so, it is very likely that this suitcase was placed here after we hit that turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we? Yeah, shall we? What's this? The wheel is completely covered in something. This color and this scent. It appears the substance in question is grape juice. And why would there be grape juice on the wheel of a suitcase? כי זה בעצם הפרינס! This was apparently designed by Miss De Niro herself. The design has a certain je ne sais quoi about it. Yes, perhaps that is the best way to put it. I know. It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside. Oh! A piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood. Ah! It's blood! It appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to our murder after all. Explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with the murder? I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used this suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps? Aren't you just talking about the cloth then? That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of. The thing I believe is the killer used this suitcase to transport is... הגופה? Wait,
הוא הזיז את הגופה? או שזה זה? רגע, חסר שזה הגופה. אומייגאד, אולי זה אשכרה הגופה.
Take that!
אומייגאד, זה היה הגופה. Something that would fit inside a suitcase and that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it? Okay. But... In light of this, I would say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. Which means the murder was committed in an entirely different location. Oh, okay, Zell! Clear! Zell, I'm done!
You're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, they could have brought the suitcase in here and just left it?
Exactly. What is it?
Nothing. Just that I was thinking about what Miss Rura said about coming here for something.
Oh. Who's that? Oh!
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I wanted to give you a bit more time. I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. Instead of the hurry, would appreciate it if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat.
I understand his sentiments. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time plan. If I must stop, I insist to be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course.
If that is your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way I can, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh. Okay.
Sounds like fun. We can camp out here and watch over everything together.
I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge. And I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. Yet, according to what Miss Millie reminded me about Miss De Niro, I can't allow my investigation to end here. Truth must come to light. To be continued. Oh my god. אני כל כך רוצה להמשיך את זה, אבל לא נראה לי שיש לי את הזמן. נראה לי אני חייב לסיים את זה פה. שזה מעצבן! אולי אחר כך, מתי שאני אחזור בעוד שבוע. כן, אני לא אהיה פה שבוע שלם, אז זה אומר שאני אפספס פרק יום הולדת. אז זה טכנית יכול לחשב כפרק יום הולדת. ו-conveniently, זה קצת מצחיק. הקייס הזה יותר קשור למה שקורה IRL עכשיו, בשבילי, ממה שנראה. זה כל מה שאני אגיד. אני אסיים את הפרק של היום פה. לא, 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 אדרוף, לא. Back to tile. יש משהו בגלרי או שזה רק קייסים? אוקיי, זה רק בסוף של הקייסים. אז אני אסיים את הפרק של היום פה, עם המטוס הזה. בסופו של דבר גם אני אצטרך לחזור ממטוס. תנו לי שבוע בערך. קצת יותר משבוע באמת, שבוע ויום. כי כמו שאני אמרתי, ב-11 אני לא יכול לצלם. זה כבר יהיה ממש מטורף. אז אני אסיים את הלייב של היום פה. אז כן, כאן היה ירין, ניפגש בסרטון עולב הבא, שירין, גם גיימס, מקווה שנהנתם. וזה היה טכנית הפרק יום הולדת. ירין, אאוט. ביי חברים, מקווה שאתם נהנים.